I wouldn't want to be part of any club that would have someone like me as a member.
That's the key joke of my adult life in terms of my relationships with women.
Hey guys, today on What to Watch Before You Die, it's 1977's Annie Hall. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been requesting this one in the comments, so I went back over the weekend to rewatch it, and yeah, it's really that good. Regardless of where you currently stand on the whole Woody Allen front, I think we can all agree that he's definitely had some hits, and this is seriously one of them. The movie follows Albert Singer, a successful Manhattan-based nightclub comedian and comedy writer who splits his time between the stage, the cinema, his analyst, and his encounters with the fast-driving, absent-minded, insecure singer Annie Hall. Here's why to watch.
But the thing is that he falls asleep and he never wakes up, so he's dead. He's dead, yeah.
If you're miserable and messed up like most of us, Annie Hall will let you wallow in a self-indulgent abyss of disappointment. The film famously shot under the name anhedonia, meaning fear of happiness, and also went under the working title of anxiety for much of the production.
Why are you depressed, Harvey?
Well, the universe is everything, and if it's expanding, someday it will break apart, and that will be the end of everything.
What is that your business? He stopped doing his homework.
What's the point?
Through the course of the film, we learn that life is tough, people suck, and relationships are painful. Not to mention, super awkward.
I don't know. I wasn't...
Albert's like that ferocious little puppy that growls at you before you can even get near it. Believing that the world is out to get him, Singer always has his guard up. Not only does he expect the worst possible outcome, he can describe it to you at a moment's notice in excruciating detail.
With your wife in bed, does she need some kind of artificial stimulation like marijuana?
We use a large vibrating egg.
Large vibrating egg. Well, I ask a psychopath, I get that kind of an answer.
On the other hand, Annie's way too free-spirited to have those kinds of concerns. She's a character of innocence, depicting that ignorance may truly be bliss. That is, of course, until Albert attempts to teach her otherwise, introducing Annie to the many problems the world has to offer.
I feel that life is divided up into the horrible and the miserable. Those are the two categories.
It's their yin and yang juxtaposed personalities that create a constant back and forth, asking the audience to contemplate which viewpoint is better. Of course, no real solution is given, but by the end of the film, you'll definitely be questioning your own notion of the glass is half empty versus the glass is half full.
You know, if I have grass or alcohol or anything, I get unbearably wonderful. I get too wonderful for words.
Next, this movie is a total mess, but somehow it works. For example, the beginning is a never-ending introduction. We have the classic Woody Allen pontificating in front of a brown wall, then we head to Coney Island for Albert's childhood, his elementary school experiences, and then finally establish his relationship with Annie. Any screenwriting 101 teacher would have cut the first few minutes of the movie saying, "Get to the story already."
Max, are we driving through plutonium?
Keeps out the alpha rays, Max. You don't get old.
In its rough cut, the movie ran well over 2 hours, and the 93-minute film that we all know now is a result of some serious tightening. But Allen and co-writer Marshall Brickman still used every possible opportunity for a quick joke or a full-on aside. Which brings us to what really makes this movie great. It's incredibly self-aware. Albert breaks the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience, falls into cartoon reimaginations, and talks to individuals who have no business being in the film at all. Like when he wants to win a philosophical argument with the man behind him in line at the movie theater, he simply pulls out Marshall McLuhan to ask the theorist himself.
I heard what you're saying. You know nothing of my work. You mean my whole fallacy is wrong. How you ever got to teach a course in anything is totally amazing.
Boy, if life were only like this.
Quirky storytelling aside, this is a true romantic comedy, following the trials and tribulations of a new relationship in an incredibly comedic, nonsensical fashion. We have the typical rom-com scenes like trying to boil lobsters or kill a spider, while we delve into observations on romance, relationships, and love, in all its pain and beauty. Diane Keaton won an Oscar for what some might call her most iconic role ever. I mean, she kinda still dresses like Anne. The movie was ultimately named after her, as Diane Hall is Keaton's given name, and her nickname was actually Annie. That's a little bit of movie trivia for you. The film also picked up Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and a nom for Best Actor. But wait, there's more! It also features some really fun cameos like Carol Kane, Shelley Duvall, Paul Simon, Christopher Walken, and even Truman Capote. But my personal favorite is this one-liner from Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I forgot my mantra.
When you watch it, you'll definitely be surprised by how much of an influence this movie has had on like every rom-com that's come out since then. Annie Hall still holds up today, and its bold commitment to self-aware storytelling creates a world that's easy to get lost in. Any less brilliantly done, and this movie would make no sense at all. All said, this movie will make you want to dress super funny, spout philosophical nonsense, and wallow in misery. Who doesn't love all of that? Subscribe to CineFix for more What to Watch Before You Die every Thursday. Follow me on Insta @MacWall and hashtag WhatToWatchBud to suggest more movies. La-dee-da. La-dee-da. That's what she does. La-dee-da. I don't know, there's something about this that's like super cool. It's like, hey, what's up? I'm just like, total dude.